evening. This is an emergency alert issued by the Department of Public Stability. Please remain calm. Sit comfortably and give your full attention to this message. Your safety and well-being depend on strict adherence to these instructions. Recently, a number of our citizens have reported unusual experiences concerning their perception of dates and time. These incidents began subtly, easily dismissed as simple mistakes. A calendar hung slightly askew, a watch briefly displaying an impossible year, or a smartphone glitching to a date decades removed from the present. At first, it seemed like isolated technological errors, trivial inconveniences, nothing more. But over the past few hours, these occurrences have multiplied dramatically, and their nature has become profoundly alarming. Citizens across multiple states report awakening to discover their personal identification documents displaying impossible dates, birth certificates dated far in the future, driver's licenses expiring before they were ever issued. Some are finding passports with photos of themselves from decades ago, despite never having traveled then. This is not a joke, nor is it a hoax. This is a profound anomaly in the fabric of reality itself. It is critical that you do not examine any personal documents. Do not confirm the date or time. Avoid looking at digital clocks or calendars. We understand the urge to seek clarity, but awareness of these discrepancies has caused distressing consequences. Witnesses who fully grasped their misalignment with time have reported extreme dizziness, confusion, nausea, and physical distortions. One family in Highland Park, a neighborhood known for its stability and community, became fully aware of this phenomenon 2 hours ago. The parents called emergency services, describing an intense sense of vertigo and confusion. When first responders arrived, the house was empty, no furniture, no family photographs, just empty rooms, but the voices of the family could still be heard, speaking from nowhere, urgently begging responders to help them find the year they belong to. This is not merely a malfunctioning clock or a misprinted paper. This is something deeper and infinitely more sinister. Experts consulted by the department suggest that what we are experiencing may represent a fracture within reality itself. Something akin to a temporal earthquake. Time, which we have long taken for granted as a linear, stable force, appears to have ruptured. It is almost as though the years themselves have become unanchored, drifting like ghost ships on an impossible ocean. And now, some who experience this temporal misalignment begin showing disturbing physical signs. Emergency units in multiple counties report individuals rapidly aging in minutes or inexplicably regressing into childhood states, their physical forms violently shifting backward and forward through time. These victims often become transparent, flickering in and out like a television losing signal before vanishing entirely, leaving behind only the echoes of their terrified voices. These incidents are not isolated cases. They are happening everywhere simultaneously. This is not localized. It is global, and as terrifying as it sounds, It seems the awareness itself exacerbates the situation. The more we know, the more reality unravels around us. Please listen closely now. If you suspect you are experiencing this anomaly, do not attempt to correct it. Do not question what year it is. Do not investigate your identity documents. And above all, do not attempt to confirm the date or contact loved ones to ask what year they perceive. It appears that reality becomes increasingly unstable the more we collectively notice its inconsistencies. The Department of Public Stability is urgently advising you to isolate yourself immediately. Cover or discard all calendars, digital clocks, and remove batteries from watches. Do not attempt to leave your homes. Remain seated. Remain quiet. And above all, do not question your temporal surroundings. It is our personal reflection, as your fellow citizens navigating this unprecedented chaos, that perhaps this crisis is the inevitable consequence of our obsessive tracking and manipulation of time. Have we broken something fundamental by pushing too hard at the boundaries of reality itself? Have we forced time into structures and expectations it could no longer withstand? Consider for a moment, what if our reliance on precise schedules, our incessant demand to control every moment, to document each passing second, has cracked the very foundation that holds reality steady? Perhaps this fracture was inevitable, and now we are simply witnessing the unraveling of our most fundamental assumptions. Perhaps we have been living within a comforting illusion all along, and now, finally, it is breaking apart. This is no longer simply about you or your loved ones. It is about the entire fabric of our shared existence. You may feel alone in your home tonight, but understand, you are sharing this fractured moment with millions. The thin membrane separating past, present, and future has begun to tear, and what lies beyond that tear is unknown, indescribable, and profoundly terrifying. We now must acknowledge openly what we have feared since these reports began. There may be no going back. There may be no returning to the normal we once knew. The year you believe you are in may no longer exist. Perhaps it never did. Perhaps it is you who no longer exists within it. If you can hear this message, know this. Our shared reality is fragile. Our grasp upon it tentative at best. If you are hearing this transmission clearly, remain calm. But if this broadcast is distorted, fading, or seems to come from a year that does not belong to you, we are sorry, because that likely means it is already too late. You are no longer where, or when, you should be. You are not in the correct year. Please stay seated. Please do not panic. Please do not try to locate yourself in time, because the truth is, we no longer know which year you belong to, either.